Let's unbox the Fractal Scape. Yes, Fractal have started making peripherals and other lifestyle products, and we have their very first wireless headset. Packaging is very nice, very Fractal design. You've got this plain cardboard outer box and a very pretty sleeve within, which gives you a nice glimpse of the headphones there on the front. The rest of it is just kind of a plain white. You've got experience gaming, you've got the address for Fractal's headquarters in Sweden, and then you've got this nice little pull tab, which makes it easy to open them up. A very nice unboxing experience. They are more of a premium headset, so you're looking at about £170, but I think the features do justify that. I have seen this headset before, and that's why I asked for a sample. I was like, I really want to unbox it, and I really want to keep it if I can. And yeah, I think the features do justify the higher price tag, personally. So inside the box, it looks like we get a user guide over here, and then we've got the headset itself. We'll open this up. You can see once again, it's very kind of plain, maybe using some recycled materials. It's very like in line with the rest of Fractal's products, like white with this like more earthy aesthetic. We've got an image on here that shows you all the different buttons, the different controls, a little bit about how to get it charged, how to get it started. You've then got some more information about the software and how you can update the firmware, and then some video manuals as well to get you started, all the different connection options and buttons. It's actually a really good user guide. I'm so used now to when you do an unboxing that you just have to like go online and look at it, but it's nice to actually have a paper copy as well to kind of get you started with all the different settings and all the different options, because there are a lot of different features on this headset. And that is it. That's all you get in that little pouch there. I think we'll keep hold of that just in case. We've got some forbidden snacks here, like don't eat those. At the top, we've got the removable microphone, which you can see, very nice. And I was thinking like, there is a light version and a dark version of this headset available. And I was thinking they're gonna be black and white, but this is the light version. It's actually more of a gray color. Personally, I think I would prefer it if it was white, but I think gray will probably suit more setups, and it makes sense like why they are called light and dark, because you basically got like a light shadow, and then the dark one isn't black, it's more of a dark gray. We have the headset itself, very, very nice design and quite light as well. You've got a matching gray cable with a nice Velcro strap holding it together, and this is a USB-C to USB-A cable. And then finally, we have this, which is probably one of my favorite features of this headset. This is the inductive charging station. So there is no cable to plug in, there is nothing annoying, like basically all the annoyances of using a wireless headset where you have to plug it in every night and not forget about it. You just put it back on this base stand and it charges up wirelessly as well, which is so clever. And then on the bottom here, you can see we've got a little bit of information about the base stand itself. It's got these little like rubbery sticky feet. You can see it's got this protective cover that peels off, and then this is really sticky to stop it moving around on your desk. And then we finally have the USB-A wireless dongle there as well. So you can use this, I think, in a PlayStation as well. It is compatible with other devices, and it does have Bluetooth also, but I like, that's such a neat solution how you'll only have that one cable running out of there into the base station. You can have this on your desk, pick it on and off. So easy and neat to use. As I mentioned, my first impressions are really good. I have seen this headset before, so truly not first impressions, but this is the first time I'm getting some real time alone with it. The quality feels very good. Like, if you're familiar with Fractal, you know they are more of like a premium brand. It's not made of metal. It's got like a plastic metal effect, but I like that because it means it's lighter. It weighs just over 300 grams, so it's heavier than the headset that I currently use, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be too heavy. And obviously heavy headsets tend to have a better sound driver as well. The cushions are memory foam and they're covered in this gray fabric, which I think is really nice. And it's got some good squish to the one at the top of the headband, and you've got these really deep ear cups here, so that shouldn't interfere with your ears. Me personally, I do have a smaller head, so probably not the best person to check the size of the ear cups, but they look to be quite spacious, and they're an oval shape as opposed to to a round shape. I don't know anyone that's got round ears, so it's nice that they've got an oval shaped ear cup, and it's got this really squishy memory foam to it. Removability wise, they don't look to be removable. So might be a bit difficult to wash. Some of them you can easily take off and shove them in the wash. These ones don't appear to be removable, so I don't want to tug on them too hard and break it. So maybe that's a little bit of a downside. It would be nice to be able to take them off and shove them in the washing machine if they get a little bit grubby, because they are a light grey colour. But and if you're a woman, like often makeup gets on these as well, which can make them change colour and kind of go like more of a brown, which isn't great. But I really like these cushions. I think we should give it a little. Yeah, that feels so comfy. It's very noise isolating as well. Just by default, it immediately removed any of the air circulation system, and it instantly removed all that. So I think they're gonna be great if you're working in a noisy environment. The headband has a good range of adjustability. Let's just pull that one out as well. Yeah, I reckon I've got a smaller head and they're perfect for me, and they also look like they'd be great for someone that has a larger head also. There is a big range of adjustability in there. And that bit is actually made of metal, which is nice to see, because that can be a break point on some headsets. And it looks like you have got some little screws in there as well. So I guess if this started to get loose over the lifespan of the headset, which can also happen, you could possibly like tighten that up as well, which I like. On the back, you can see there is a bunch of different buttons and options and functionality with this headset. So we've got this here, which they're calling the crown, which is made of metal. That's your volume control knob, but it also pushes and clicks as well. So you can play and pause and skip tracks, a little bit like you can on a lot of wireless headphones if you're connected to a mobile device. Just beneath that, you have a mute the microphone button, and you might be wondering, surely if I remove that, the microphone is muted. But a really cool feature of this headset, you actually have two microphones. So this is the higher quality microphone that you're gonna wanna use for gaming or like talking in video calls, etc. But if you're caught out and you're on the go and you get a phone call, you can still accept it, because there actually is a smaller built-in microphone inside the headset itself, which I really, really like, because sometimes you don't always wanna have this with you. Down the bottom, you have a switch here. So it's currently in the wired mode, and you can also switch it to a Bluetooth mode. So it's compatible with phones, it's compatible with your Switch, it's compatible with Android, like anything that has a Bluetooth connection, a laptop, etc. You can switch it into its Bluetooth mode. And if I hold that down, it will go into like the pairing mode. On the other side, you can see it has a lighting button. So it does have RGB lighting, and that's how you turn it on and off. And then beneath that, you have an equalizer button. So these little three indicators here show that you can change between 3 different equalizer presets. It does actually have DSP on board the headset itself, so you can change between different equalizer presets, which I love, because maybe you are playing an FPS shooter and you need to hear footsteps more clearly, so you can switch to an equalizer preset that picks that up. Or maybe you are playing a story game and suddenly the soundtrack just got really good and you got this beautiful cutscene, and you can switch to a different preset so you can hear that more clearly. Or if you're listening to a wide range of different music, you can switch and have 3 different presets. And they are built in onboard the headset, but you can also adjust those further using the software, and the different equalizer preset profiles are shareable as well, which I think is really cool. So as someone else you know has got this headset and they've got it set up perfectly, you can ask them to share their preset with you, which I also really enjoy. Finally, this button down here on the bottom is how you turn the headset on, which I think we will do. And we've got a little glimpse of the RGB lighting, and it's flashing blue because I've currently got it in Bluetooth pairing mode. If I turn it back over to the wired mode and press this button, we have some RGB lighting. It's currently on like a breathing white setting, and I like that it's hidden within the ear cups here. I think that's a really neat solution. And you can, of course, change that once again using the software. So the software is actually quite clever. It's called Fractal Adjust Pro, and there is no download. It's all on your browser. So as long as you're using a Chrome-based browser, you'll have access to that, and you can change all the presets, you can change all the RGB lighting, and it isn't going to slow down your PC. I wish more manufacturers would do that. I really like that Fractal have done that with this headset. And once again, you can share all your presets and things, etc., which is a very nice feature. It does also work with the Windows dynamic lighting as well, that new feature within Windows 11, which is meant to sync up all your RGB software. Doesn't always work, but it's nice that it's also compatible with that as well, so you don't have to worry about any downloads, which is definitely handy. The one downside to the RGB lighting, of course, is battery life. Being a wireless headset, battery life is quite important. If you turn it off, you get 40 hours, which I think is really good. So even if you forget to put it into the base station at night, you're still going to get a couple of days charge out of it. However, if you turn the RGB lighting on, it halves the battery life. You only get 20 hours, which is a little bit sad, but I think it does look very, very pretty. If you're going to be streaming, I definitely make sure that you've got that on. And 20 hours is enough for most people, unless you're doing maybe a 24-hour live stream, I suppose, but 20 hours should be great for everyone. With all those devices and compatibility as well, it does use Bluetooth 5.3, so it actually means you can connect to multiple devices, which is super handy. And you've got the option, if you don't want to use the Bluetooth, using that wireless dongle. It's super low latency, which is very important with a wireless headset. 24-bit, 96 kilohertz wireless connectivity, so ideal. I would try and use the USB dongle if you can, but it's nice the Bluetooth is there for connecting to your phone, and that is exactly what I'm going to do.
A few moments later.
That was super easy to connect, which I really like, and you get a little reassuring ding when it connects to the Bluetooth as well, just so you know that it is actually connected. I think what we should do now, I'm going to test out the audio, but I'll also test out the microphone at the same time. Now it's connected to my phone, I can actually do a recording of this particular section. So headset on. And now you are listening to this section through the actual Fractal Scape microphone. I hope it sounds good. It definitely looks good. And you do have like a little bit of flexibility there as well, so you can kind of move it around. And if you flip it up, that should hopefully... Yeah, and it made like a reassuring noise within the headset as well to tell me that it was muting itself. So that's a nice feature. You can just flick it up, flick it down if you want to mute and unmute yourself while you're gaming. So I'm now going to turn on some music. I think I was enjoying myself a bit too much there. It sounds really good. It does sound really good. One thing that I would say is it doesn't go that loud. I love to crank my music up, and I was surprised, and I was twisting it and I was like, oh, hang on, it is at max volume. Whether that's because it's connected to my phone via Bluetooth, maybe, but it does seem like you can't blow your eardrums off. And sometimes it is nice to do that when you're really into a track. But I think because it has so much noise isolation anyway, it probably helps with the volume side of things. But I was a bit surprised that you can't turn the drivers up louder. The equalizer makes quite a big difference. I tried all three settings. I think the third one was my favorite when I was listening to music, but it really depends. One of them was definitely more trebly, one of them was definitely a lot more bassy, and I think the other one's kind of like in the middle. And yeah, you can obviously change all those using the software anyway. Overall, for a gaming headset, I think the sound is really good, and also a wireless headset as well. Sound quality is brilliant. It's very comfortable. The volume control works as expected. I can see it adjusting the volume on my phone perfectly. One press pauses the song, a double press skips to the next track, and that works perfectly fine in Spotify. So everything works as it should. Overall, love it. I do really love it. I think I'm going to keep this and I'm going to use it as my daily headset in the office. I think Fractal have done a great job. Obviously, it is available to pre-order right now on Overclockers UK. We might even have stock by the time you're watching this video. It's available in the light or the dark version for £170, and I do think it is worth it. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one.